Hey guys, it's me Pierre, down with my friend Black Flags' Minecraft Bedrock. Well, just thought I'd do a quick overview of my automated item crafting solution. I've seen a number of them and seen at least one or two. I'm not sure who they're attributed to exactly, but I wasn't entirely satisfied with the with the way in which they solve certain problems. So I thought I'd uh, investigate the issues and solve them for myself and see what I came up with. So I did a single material item crafting for paper out of sugar. That was relatively simple. But now we need different materials and different quantities. And that makes it a very much more complicated issue. Right. So how did I solve the problem? Well, I have inputs, and I drip feed into a bucket, and compare all the time for our bucket becoming to the required fill level, and then move the items in the bucket into a holding pen, a holding hopper, and output a signal to an AND gate to say that I have that material. And once all the materials have fired up this AND gate, excuse my debug from my wheat farm there, creating bread. Then I create our books with these command blocks and remove our holding area items. Actually, removing the holding area items was a little tricky. Here it is here, where I remove the paper. You see I replace the paper with air, and that makes it disappear. And I do that for the leather, and I then put 2 books into our materialization crafting pen, which will then fall into our collection chest. So that's relatively standard. This AND gate is for our materials. You can expand this and stack these and put them in a grid and nest them up into a number of ANDs which are linked together to produce your results if it requires more than 2 materials. Alright, so how does drift feeding work? We have an issue with the redstone. We're going to say when we have items in our holding hopper, don't allow any more through into our bucket. And that is done with a knot here from the comparator on our holding pen. So it says knot and then another knot, so we get the original signal back to our hopper. So it says stop. If we've collected enough, stop feeding them into our bucket. We're waiting. And the same on the other side. For our leather, when it drips enough through and we get enough, we're going to say move them into our holding bucket and say stop feeding them into our bucket. Right, so the commands to test if our bucket is full is here. Is this example bucket the same as our current bucket? We've got the same buckets. Are they balanced? Yes, then the redstone comparator will fire these commands, move our paper into our holding hopper, remove our paper from our bucket. And I use one extra because that seems to control the item collection from the hoppers a little bit better. It's a little more stable. And also you'll notice it's 7 that we're testing for. That's because, again, moving 1 because of the redstone delays is problematic. So we're going to be creating 2 books. So we're going to need 2 leather and 6 paper. Right, so it's exactly the same on the leather side, except we have, of course, 3, 2 plus 1, and it does the same thing where it tests our buckets and then shifts into our holding hopper and removes from our bucket. And that's it. That's the whole operation. So let's see it in action. We've got 10 books already. If we create another 2, we need 6 paper, 2 leather, put our paper in. See it light up down the bottom. There it is. We have our paper waiting in our holding hopper. It's waiting for our leather. Now leather goes in. Bingo. Recrafted. Single cycle our 2 books. So if you put in more, you'll just keep crafting them. Let's put in 26 paper. Another. And you'll see these fire repeatedly. The leather is now waiting because it only requires for you to drip through. Oh, we missed our books counting up. But there we are, another 10. Oh, another 8 or so. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.